Come on down to the barbecuer. Oh, shit.
Another one.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy?
I owe the bank a lot of money.
No, you trying to get me hard? Was this a setup?
Just threw up like a motherfucker.
Number one bullshit guy.
The best guy around.
Real bad
I need another puff of the Zaza nail, baby.
Nothing like it, motherfucker.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Panda Rants. My name is Panda, and on today's episode, I'll talk a little bit about why I haven't had an episode since last Thursday. I'll get into that towards the end, so stick around. I'm going to recap a couple of football games that I want to recap. Got some NFL drama to talk about. All you Browns fans out there know exactly what I'm going to talk about, and you probably don't want to listen to it. If you have an anger issue and you're a Browns fan, I would suggest not listening to that segment of today's show because you will throw your phone, you will punch your windshield because I'm right. Got a couple other little things I want to sprinkle in there, but you're going to have to stick around to see what those are. Without further ado, let's get into a couple college football games. So we had some Tuesday night MACtion. Toledo at Bowling Green, Western Michigan at Northern Illinois, and the Akron Zips at Eastern Michigan. And I'll give you the scores real quick. Toledo 32, Bowling Green 31. Pretty good game. Connor Bazelak, 286 yards. Solid game. I don't really want to go over it too much. I don't care. Northern Illinois 24, Western Michigan nothing. What do I even need to say about that? Hayden Wolf, who had a hell of a game last week, came out 382 yards. It's nothing to write home about, but I mean, obviously got the job done. The game I really want to talk about is Akron Zips 27, Eastern Michigan 30 in double overtime. One of these years, the Akron Zips are going to get together and have a football team that can play football for 4 straight quarters. It'll happen one day. That day is not today. That year is not this year. I mean, you're up by 3 with 8 minutes left. You let them drive 66 yards on 11 plays over 2 minutes and 21 seconds to kick a field goal to tie it up. That happens. It's understandable. It sucks. You know, you don't really have the lead until the fourth quarter anyways. But you get into overtime and you fuck it up. Eastern Michigan before today was 2-4 in the conference. Like, this is a very winnable game for the Akron Zips. And they let this Samson Evans kid score 3 fucking touchdowns on the day. Oh. In a game where both teams have the exact same yardage at 315 apiece, but your team holds the ball for 10 more minutes over the entire game and you lose in double overtime, I mean, dude, what are we doing? I don't know what happened to him, but the man went 19 of 26 for 223. He's a senior. He led your team to victory last week, and they took him out at the end of the game. If you take out your senior quarterback in a double overtime game, against a conference, I won't say conference rival, but a conference competitor, fuck you. That's all I have to say is fuck you. Anyways, Akron loses in double overtime. I'm fucking pissed off about it. It's so dumb. Fucking just win a game, dude. You're 2-9. Jeez, I can't talk about it anymore. I'm gonna get pissed off. So on that note, let's talk about tonight's Thursday night football matchup. Thursday night matchup that might be the best matchup of the season so far. The 5-4 Cincinnati Bengals against the 7-3 Baltimore Ravens. An AFC North divisional matchup on a Thursday night. I love to see it. So Vegas has the Ravens -4. The over-under is set at 46 points. And Baltimore moneyline favorite at -196. I could be very wrong, but I don't think Cincinnati just covers the spread. I think they win this game. I think the Bengals are just getting hot. I think Joey B is feeling primed for a playoff run, and I think the Bengals win out. I know that includes beating the Steelers twice. I'm aware. I don't really have any statistics. I'm usually a stat guy. Usually I come and tell you what their offense and defense is ranked in this stat or that stat. No, this is purely heart, purely a feel. I think Joey B and the Bengals come into Baltimore, and I think they give them a tough game. And I think they definitely cover the spread, even at plus 3.5. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But let's get into some NFL news that I am very excited to talk about. Come one, come all. It's time to talk about Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry, did I say Deshaun Watson? I meant Massage Watson. Deshaun Watson needs shoulder surgery. He's out for the rest of 2023. He should be out for the rest of his life. Get this guy out of the fucking NFL. Look, I know he's an NFL quarterback. I know that he plays average, arguably well. And I'm not one to stand here and shame anybody. That's such a lie. Bro, Deshaun looks like a bum. I'm just saying, dude, if I'm the Browns front office and I see Deshaun Watson, I'm not paying him $230 million. I'm in the Browns front office. I had an inkling this dude might be a bum, but he's a good quarterback. He can play the part. Okay, I'll give him $240 million. Sure, okay. And then you find out that he sexually assaulted 26 women. Oh, no, you know what? We'll stand by him. Our quarterback. That's our quarterback. And then for him to come out and do what he has done on the football field since then. You guys know his first name isn't even Deshaun. His real first name is fucking Derek. Derek Watson. $230 million. To go out there and play average football. If you want to say that Deshaun Watson is a good quarterback, put his stats against Kenny Pickett's and tell me if he's worth $230 million. Because we either severely underpaid Kenny Pickett in Pittsburgh or Cleveland severely overpaid Deshaun Watson, and I think we both know which one it is. Now, I love to hate the Browns. I've always loved hating the Browns. But with a lot of my close friends and my best friends being Browns fans, I've found empathy in my heart for them. Because it can't be easy to be a Browns fan. And to be that loyal to a franchise that has just double fucked you for 2 decades, I mean, you have to be a real loyal fan. The Browns just can't get it together. Every single time they look like they're on the verge of breaking out from under the foot of terrible football to play average football, something gets fucked up. I mean, they ran Baker Mayfield out of Cleveland. The fans ran Baker Mayfield out of Cleveland. What's he doing in Tampa Bay now? Playing better than Deshaun. The Browns traded away Josh Dobbs. What's he doing now? Replacing Kirk Cousins and playing well. What's Deshaun Watson doing? Poor little guy, can't throw a ball anymore. You know what's going to happen? He's going to come back, and he's going to play like a fucking beast. It's just not going to be for the Browns. The Browns don't get to have good quarterbacks. That's the timeline we live in. This timeline is where Deshaun Watson comes back and wins 2 Super Bowls for another team. I'm calling it right now. When it happens, come back to this. But Deshaun Watson's a crumb bum, dumbass little dummy, dumb. Why would you guarantee this man 9 figures? I know he comes from the same draft class as Patty Mahomes, but he's not Patty Mahomes, dude. He's barely Kenny Pickett. And that's saying something, dude. I mean, what is Cleveland doing, man? Who is running the show in Cleveland? This isn't new. You guys have had 2 entire decades of just getting fucking rammed from the front office. Oh, my God. I'd like to start a petition for Mike to be the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I truly think he would perform better than, I'm going to cut that. Never mind. Oh, poor Cleveland. My poor Browns fan friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you guys have to go through this. I will say, and I don't like to admit this, but I'm an honest man, and I'm not happy that he's hurt. I don't want him to be hurt. I would rather him be fully healthy and play terrible football. But this is just adding insult to injury. I guess adding injury to injury, to injury to insult, to injury to injury, to insult to insult to injury. But shout out to all my Browns fan friends. I'm here if you need to talk. Don't do anything drastic. Jesus Christ, man. All right, I'm going to end today's short episode with a little Panda Rant. I want to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on and, what I've been up to. And I'm sure anyone that's listening to this has noticed that I haven't uploaded an episode since last Thursday. What's up with that, right? So basically, obviously, I'm new to this. I'm new to this whole podcasting thing. I have interviews with my friends, and those conversations end up being 2 or 3 hours. and then I have to edit down that 2 or 3 hours into a digestible 45-minute to 60-minute chunk. And when you have really great conversation with someone who's a really good friend to you, it's tough to cut out things. You know, if these were random people, I'd have no problem cutting things out. But these are some of my best friends in the world. And to cut out part of their opinion feels very different than cutting out parts of an opinion or parts of something from some random person on what they said. That being said, no, recording an episode every day, editing that episode every day, and then doing special interviews for Monday and Friday, and then editing those. I did it to myself, but I definitely got burned out real quick. So I think I will be moving toward 3 episodes a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every day is just not in the cards for me right now. Unless you're listening to this and you want to produce, if you want to be my producer for free, that would be cool. I'm doing this all on my own. That's what I'm getting at. 5 episodes a week just isn't in the cards for me. And I'm sure you understand. And if you don't, fuck you. Just know I appreciate you listening. I appreciate all the support. You know, this started as just kind of I got some pent up fucking energy and I want to talk some shit. The fact that some of you have been so receptive, it means a lot to me. It means the world to me. I know I have no obligation to continue making content or to continue this podcast, but I want to. And I just want to say again that I appreciate every single person that has listened to any bit of any of my episodes, to anybody that's reached out, to all of you that have given me supportive words, you know, whether publicly or privately. Thank you. It truly means the world to me. I love all of you immensely. And I look forward to the fun things that I get to do on this podcast. But those fun things cannot be watered down by half-assed episodes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, I'm not saying that I won't have any episodes ever on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Just don't expect them. But I really found myself forcing topics, things that I found that were happening currently that, you know, maybe I wasn't as interested in, but felt that I needed to have something on here, and I just picked something. Yeah, I just want to throw that little update out there. And on top of that, Call of Duty came out this past weekend, so, you know, I kind of haven't really done anything but play Call of Duty since Friday. I actually had an interview that I was supposed to release on Friday, but I didn't get around to editing it because Call of Duty. That wave is, that wave lasts for like 4 days, and then it's back to real life. So here we are, back to real life, which is for me being an unemployed podcaster, so that's always fun. I do have a special Friday episode coming. We're going to get into Filthy Friday, maybe some Father Friday. We'll see. If you've made it this far, thank you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you listening, how much I appreciate your support. Whether you are cheering for me in private or reaching out and cheering for me in my messages, I appreciate both. Thank you. Hats off to you. Flowers at your feet. I wish you the best. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. I love you. I love your mom and dad. I love your brother and sister. Unless it's weird for me to say that, then I take it back. I wish the utmost health and wellness to your friends and family. And I'll be back to talk to you a little more on Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Panda, and this has been another episode of Panda Rants. Love you guys.